Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's the past, present and future of your love life. Now the past part, it could be long ago, it could be the past of your current relationship, or it could be just a significant thing that has something to do with what's going on in your love life at the moment. And the present part of it is not just what's going on for you or not going on for you at the moment, it's the deeper stuff behind that and the why. And the future part of it is going to be in a deeper dive. So if you find that the past and the present is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that future part of it and find out what's coming up and when it's coming up for you. So I've made 3 readings here. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you're getting into it, it's good. Each of the deeper dives will be available toward the end of each of the readings. I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well. And that's where you can also find your timestamps to fast forward ahead to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one do you want? Would you like the crystal? This is a rose quartz chunk. Would you like the flower, frangipani? Or the shell, clam? Take your pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there as you're watching. Leave a comment as well. All of that stuff really helps me out, as does clicking on the subscribe button along with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me. Well, enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal, then this one's for you. Let's find out the past, present and future of your love life. Now, the past part of it isn't about your current connection, probably not anyway. It's sometime, perhaps long ago in your past, that has something to do with what you're going through right now in your love life. And so the present, of course, is not just about what's going on right now, it's what's behind all of that. And then if you find that it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get the future part of it, which will be in a deeper dive, an extended reading. If you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box below. So let's get some general cards out for you guys first about what this reading is about for you, about your love life, what's going on for you at the moment in your love life. So we've got the gift of connection. So we're talking about a specific connection that you've got with someone at the moment. There's a gift for you. Could be a lesson kind of a relationship, but whatever it is, they've got a gift for you. Definitely a connection that you need to get in or be involved in some kind of a way. Let's find out more. Magic maker. So this is a magic connection. They're bringing in change to your life. You're bringing in change to their life too. And there's something magical about this connection. Very good. What else? What else? Crystals. It's about taking the helm. It's about you taking control, perhaps taking the lead in this relationship. Perhaps there's something for you to do or to say. Let's see. So let's focus on the past now. Can you tell us about a particular point in the past that has got something to do with what crystals are going through right now in our love life, please? 5 of Swords. So it was a point in your past where there was considerable chaos, conflict going on. It wasn't a good time for you at all. Could have been a past relationship that really wasn't good for you. A lot of conflict, perhaps a lot of arguments, or that making you feel really bad. Lots of unknowns. Could be someone that had been lying to you a lot as well. Wow, I'm getting a lot from that. Knight of Cups, but someone very romantic. Someone that kind of ensnared you and perhaps played with your heart. That's what I'm getting there. So, it could have been lying involved. Which, usually the 7 of Swords is the lying, but I'm just getting that it wasn't perhaps a lot of arguments, but perhaps a lot of confusion, because they could have been misleading you, this person. 5 of Swords. Tell us why the 5 of Swords is here. So you're very much in this chaos, conflict, don't know what's going on. It's not making much sense. 5 of Inspiration, the 5 of Wands there. It was 2 5s out now, which means that this was a significant point of change in your life. This could have been a gnarly relationship that caused you to stop putting yourself out there for a while once it ended, and take a break from relationships because of this BS that was going on with this person. It could have been someone that kind of knocked you sideways in a way because of I'm just getting a load of swear words in my head, sorry, because of the effery in this relationship. 5 of Inspiration, it's a challenge, it's competition, it's like relationships are meant to be a soft place, right? Someone there to love and support you. It's not meant to be the challenging aspect of your life. But I feel like this past relationship it was the hardest part of your life. It's like work was fine. It's like leaving the house to go to work, so have to take a break from your relationship. And it should be the opposite way around, right? Not that work should be bad, but your relationship should be that soft place to land. This definitely wasn't that. So you were with someone that it led to a lot of growth. Yeah, I can see that with the 2 5s, you know. When we have situations like that, the 5 cards aren't particularly nice cards, not in any of the suits there. But 5 is change. It leads to a lot of change. So it did lead to a lot of change in your life, and perhaps you need to look back at this situation now and go, yeah, well, it did. It taught me a lot, that one. So Knight of Cups, I'm getting a player vibe from this. And it's not your fault that you were ensnared into this. Perhaps you were just a little bit too loving and trusting of this person and believe their stories, you know. Knight of Voices. Knight of Cups, Knight of Voices. So this is someone that swept you off your feet, kind of thing. Will have known what to say and what to do to kind of ensnare. This is a practiced player, this is. What's behind this is retreat. And so, yeah, you had to pull your energy away from them, and it could have been quite dramatic when you did distance yourself from this person. They could have turned on you at that point as well. Yeah, could have had, you know, narcissistic personality traits. This one where they made you out to be the crazy one, kind of thing, when you finally pulled away from them. Not a very good relationship at all, but a lot of change came about because of that within you. So it would have made you more careful, right, in who you got involved with. Would have made you be less trusting, which you think isn't a good thing, but it actually is. It makes you more discerning in relationships. Tell us more about this past. So the sexual chemistry was there. It seemed like a new beginning for you. You would have quite liked it was carried on because of the passion that you had with this person. But you need to know that it wasn't based on anything solid, this relationship. It was adventurous, yes, and it was exciting. Sexual chemistry was there. You thought that you'd be able to live your dreams passionately with this person. But they didn't have that foundations. They didn't have the heart foundations or the showing up as a knight, really. They weren't a king yet. They hadn't learned about themselves. And it feels like you hadn't learned about yourself either, because this was a big growth path for you. So, but you had high hopes for this relationship, and that might have kind of embarrassed you after you got out of this relationship. It was like, wow, how could I have wanted to kind of invest in this person when everything was just so not right about this? Could have left you very confused. You thought you were lucky though with this person. Wow, okay, so they could have been a real player and then you thought you'd tied them down, kind of thing. It could have been that. But you felt like you were lucky with this person. You weren't. You were unlucky with this person. What I mean to say is that you ended up with this person you felt lucky. But, yeah, I don't know why, because, you know, you're not lucky to be in with this kind of an energy. Something about them made you feel lucky then to be with them. It appeared like you were headed toward commitment, and perhaps you committed to them. I do feel like you put your energy into it, feeling like it was going to be very exciting, very good. And the communication was good as well, which is weird, right? So I think we're talking about here someone that could talk the talk, kind of thing, you know, got the gift of the gab. They could talk the way around things. Would have been very confusing for you, this, because I'm feeling like you guys, crystals, that your hearts are true, and you just presume that everyone else's hearts are true, and it's not true. This one wasn't. You might have been needy. Ooh, look at this, orgasm and neediness. And so the sexual chemistry that you got, you kind of relied on that and then got needy as they were kind of pulling away. That left them in control. That's why you got to take the Helm card here. It's about you being in control in relationships. You always want that control, not over the other, but you need control of yourself, kind of thing. Don't ever give your power away in a relationship. Someone that really loves you won't ask you to give your power away either. But there was just something about the sexual chemistry here and the excitement that you felt from this person that had you hooked, really. You were addicted to this person. That's what it was. An addiction. It's like what do you call it? An addiction to someone, an infatuation. Yeah, you're in the infatuation stage and you kind of didn't realize it, thought it was more, thought that this infatuation meant it was more. It was very romantic there. Yeah, they swept you off your feet. I get that, like they did. And so don't feel bad about it. They lavished you with attention and affection. Very well could have been a narcissist, this one. So that's what they do, right? They love bomb, and then they're kind of in control, and they leave you wanting how it was in the start. Anyway, yeah, so that was a messy relationship, very challenging for you, left you very confused, but it created a lot of change in your life, and that is what you need to focus on now, is that change. Yeah, however you changed after that relationship, those decisions that you made for yourself to be more selective, or to go slower into relationships, or take a break from a relationship for a while, or not trust others so eagerly, or maybe just like change your mind about, oh well, perhaps not everyone is the same as me, perhaps I shouldn't be judging everyone as if they've got the same heart and good nature that I do. Right, so that was your past. What about your present? Now, it does feel with that gift of connection like you've got someone very special coming in at the moment, but you might be quite wary of them with a past like this. Taking your time, getting to know them. Let's see. You got the Five of Pentacles, so feeling left out. Could be like single, got your eye on someone. I don't know, I'll find out soon. Six of Swords, Six of Cups. Now, isn't this good? We've got 2 5s in the past there, and now we've got 2 6s. 2 6s. This is the soulmate card for me. 6 of Cups, someone you've had a past life with. 6 of Swords, this is about getting yourself out of bad times and into those good times. It's progression forward from the 5s to the 6s. So I feel like you've got a much more healthy relationship, or the relationship that you've got at the moment is a lesson that shows you that you have grown since that point in the past. Let's see. 5 of Pentacles, why are you feeling left out at the moment? Oh, you're leaving yourself out. Okay, right, you're leaving yourself out of it at the moment. So you might be taking this a little bit too slowly, this relationship. A little bit too scared that it's going to be a repeat of that. It could be because of the passion involved. Let's see, 5 of Pentacles. Why do we have the 5 of Pentacles here? Yeah, there could be a reluctance to get involved here. Let's see. Well, the love's there. They love you. This person loves you, but you've got your bar set high for them. So you've got boundaries, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. You might be second guessing yourself in this connection here. Like, should I be more open? I don't know, because with this past, you know, it appears to me like you have grown. Now, the 5's going to the 6s. A lot of chaos and conflict, but you've learned, right? And now you're not going to do that same thing again, says the 6. You're going to get yourself out of that old energy and into some new energy. Tell us what's behind this 5 of Pentacles and the Muse of Emotions. Duality. So you're pulled in 2 directions. A part of you knows that the love there. A part of you knows that you need to have boundaries. So there's something about this relationship that isn't quite right. And not that I'm saying it's bad, but there's something not quite right about it. There's something that there's something that's beyond one of your boundaries, right? I'm not getting that this person is pushing your boundaries, but there might be something like there's a no-go for you, or a red flag or something like that. It needs sorting out. It doesn't feel like it's a showstopper to me. It feels like they need to change the circumstances or something like that. Anyway, there's a progression here with the 6. It feels like it's possible. So the duality suggests they're being pulled in 2 directions there. Part of you knows that you're right to have those boundaries because you learned, right, from the past. But a part of you knows that the love is there. So it's different than the past, right? Got the King of Cups here. That's very different than the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Voices. Very different energy. So why the 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups? Because the 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Material. So you're weighing it up. You're like, okay, I don't want to be in the same position as I was last time, in this past position. I've got to be wary. I've got to have those boundaries. But when's the time to open up more? When should I lower those boundaries? You're like kind of weighing up when to progress forward or let them in a little bit more. Maybe take things to the next stage or keep your boundaries high. You're reluctant to lower those boundaries because there's a fear there. There's a fear that if you lower your boundaries, you let someone else in. You had a distinct lack of boundaries in this past relationship, for sure. And you learn from that, right? And so there's changes involved here behind this. So you're weighing up the option. You know that there's changes involved. You know that it's probably time. I think it's probably time for you to lower your boundaries a little bit. But if it's a deal breaker, of course, don't lower your boundaries there. Just depends what it is. Okay, let's get some more out. So tell us more about this current situation. Just one card there. Current situation for crystals. Look inside of yourself. Examine what's causing you to feel this way. Okay, you've got inner work to do at the moment. And it's this push-pull. It's this duality. It's come out twice here, like you're not sure what to do. Well, you need to be sure of what to do. You need to be sure of your decisions. This reading isn't saying that one particular decision is right. This is saying that trust yourself. You can make these decisions. You've learned from the past. It's not a repeat of this situation. This is very different. You've got a King of Cups here now. That's very different than the Knight of Cups. Because the King of Cups is someone that loves you properly. The love is there. Now, are the other ingredients there? You need to decide that yourself. But what I'm getting from this is you can trust your decisions this time. You've learned. You've learned and you've progressed. The 5-5 has gone to a 6-6. 6-6 is, to me, like when you see all the sixes, it's like a confirmation that you're kind of mastering something on the material plane. It's like taking something from an internal process to applying it in your life to make decisions in your life, you know, mastering it on the material plane, putting what you've learned into practice. What else at the present for crystals? Know your worth. Right. I feel like you guys have increased your self-worth a lot since this past point, right? Yeah, your energy feels so much different now. So, you're knowing your worth better. Maybe you need to increase that worth. You certainly need to trust yourself more. You're better at making decisions than you think. There's no need to be fearful of your decisions anymore. You're not the same as that past person now. You're a completely different person now. I feel it. I feel the difference in your energy. Look back at that past point and realize, think back to who you were then and what you were like. You're just not like that anymore. What else? In the present. Flirt and effort. Right. So I am getting this. You're kind of leaving yourself out of this energy. You're not wanting to make the effort. You want them to make the effort, but you're not flirting with them because of these boundaries. You're leaving yourself out. And it feels to me like now you're feeling like the detriments of leaving yourself out. You're like, I don't want to leave myself out anymore. I want to open up to this person, but I'm kind of too scared to. Got cynicism about taking the risk. Again, this is about taking the helm. Remember what I said about taking the helm is you don't give your power away to anyone in your relationship. You don't take power over them either. You have your power for yourself. You always got the choices to make, the decisions to make in a relationship at any point, and you can change your mind at any point as well. There's no need to be cynical about it. And the other thing is you don't need to commit. You committed to this person way too soon. Don't commit. Give yourself the grace to be able to change your mind at any point. You want to be with someone that you choose every single day, right? But you don't need to choose them every single day. If one day their behavior is poor, you don't need to choose them anymore. You give yourself that grace to, you can take a risk on loving this person, letting them into your life, knowing that you can trust yourself to change your mind if you want to, if you need to, you know. That way you can't be manipulated. Right, so this person was manipulating you, right? And that's your worry, is that if you choose this person, you go in on it and take the risk on this person, they're going to manipulate you. Are you manipulatable? Are you? I feel your energy is different now, but you need to decide that for yourself. You need to know, is your energy different now? Are you open to being manipulated anymore? Or do you see just how much you've grown since this past point? You really need to have the confidence in yourself and your abilities to Draw up boundaries if you need to draw up boundaries. Trust yourself to be able to draw up new boundaries. So this is kind of locking yourself out, having too many boundaries in place kind of thing, and leaving yourself out. You don't need to do that. You can open up and trust yourself to make boundaries in the moment, right? And say no on any given day. The advice here is to spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. So you might want to spend more time getting to know them, where they're at, to give you more trust in them. So just take it slowly is what I'm getting. Allow yourself to spend quality time. Open up a little bit more is what I'm getting here. But, you know, let's find out what is in the future for you, what's coming up for you. That might give you a little bit more confidence. So if that sounds like it is your story, or it could be a story, crystals, you might want to get that deeper dive. For the future part of it, I'm just going to do the same thing again, but for the future. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on a different device, and it will do. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment, and click on that subscribe button, along with that notification bell down there as well. So if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out about your love life, your past, your present, and your future. Now, the past part could be a time long ago that has something to do with what's going on in your love life right now. It's not necessarily the past of your current relationship. Let's put it that way. And the present isn't just what's going on for you at the moment, because you know what's going on for you or not going on for you at the moment. Is what's behind all of that, the deeper stuff. Now, if you find that the past and the present is your story, could be your story, you might want to get the future part of it, which is going to be in a deeper dive, an extended reading. If you do want that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get you some cards out, flowers, for this reading. Like, what is this all about? What's going on in your love life? Let's find out. Flowers. Watch and listen carefully. You've got to pay close attention to what's going on and what people are saying as well. Now, she's got a pinkness to her face there. She looks a bit embarrassed. Watch and listen carefully. You might need to pay attention to what someone's doing and saying, and not kind of dismissing it, not making excuses for them. Let's see. What else? What else? You know, sometimes we can be in situations when people are telling us the truth, or other people are telling us the truth, but we dismiss it, and we should really listen. Curiosity. Be curious. Be curious about someone, about the truth of someone is what I'm getting. Be curious about this. Voyage. Set sail on a new course. So it could be someone new coming into your life. Could herald significant change in your life as well. A new course. Watch and listen carefully. You could be getting to know someone, paying a lot of attention to their energy, what they do, what they say, that kind of thing. And let's see, anyway. Past. What are the past energies for flowers? The past that has some significance in what's going on or not going on in flowers' love life at the moment. Tell us about the past for flowers. What's been going on in the past? Seven of Pentacles and the Emperor. Oh, wow. Okay. So you planted some seeds and you've been waiting a long time for the Divine Masculine to come in. So kind of recent energy, but I don't know, you could have planted these seeds for a long time ago. Some of you might know who your Divine Masculine is. Some of you might not as well. So tell us about these seeds you planted and you've been waiting. Seven of Pentacles. Tell us about these Seven of Pentacles. Too many. Tell us about these Seven of Pentacles, please. Why have we got the Seven of Pentacles here? There we go. Six of emotions, soulmate, twin flame, someone you've had a past life relationship with. So you are pretty clear on that someone's your person here. You've planted seeds with them and you're just kind of waiting for that harvest to come, or for some movement. So this is a point in the past. I don't know, I'm just feeling like perhaps you're still in this energy, but yeah, pretty sure that this is your person, and you made some efforts toward them and then you're waiting for some development to come. What's behind this? Feminine energy. So there you're waiting in your feminine energy, right? So it's like, I'll be in my feminine this time. I'm not going to get into my masculine energy. I'll let them know I planted the seed, let them know that I was interested, and then sit back and wait in my feminine energy for them to make the move. The Emperor. So the divine masculine. Because then the divine masculine, like the divine feminine, right? She holds her energy. She knows what it is that she wants. And then she invites the divine masculine in. It's just like, you're my divine masculine. You may approach me. However she does that, she lets him know her feelings in some kind of a way that he can approach. And then it's up to the divine masculine, right? To make that approach. Then he needs to be the one that takes that action toward her. So tell us why the Emperor is here, the divine masculine. I'm just going to go again with that. Tell us why the divine masculine is here. Right. Intuitively, you know that this is your person. Again, we've got the High Priestess here. Justice. This is your person. Like, oh, wow. And awakening. Right. So you met somebody sometime in the past. You planted those seeds and then you were waiting and then you were waiting and then you were waiting, and perhaps you're still waiting now. There's just so much confirmation in these three cards. I can't get anything else but the same thing from these messages, really. Is that you know it. They're your person. You know it. It feels like they know it too. So what's going on? Or what was going on here? Let's find out more about this. So what's behind this then? New beginnings. This is what you want. This is your person. You want a new beginning with this person and you're waiting. You were waiting for them. So what went down? You had to take a step back, right? You had to take a step back and spend some time alone. Give to yourself instead of focusing on them. Because the waiting, when you're like watching a kettle boil, you know, it's not a good thing, is it? So you had to take a step back. Beware of what you're projecting. Then you were wondering whether you were fooling yourself in all of this. You got so much confirmation here. You were absolutely certain of it, and then you started questioning yourself. Am I projecting this? Am I thinking that this is my person, that they're a great person when actually they're not? So yeah, you're wondering whether you're making it up or projecting the qualities. You're wondering whether this person is good enough for you, or if you are doing what you used to do before, which is putting someone on a pedestal when really, you know, it's you that should be on that pedestal. Healing. So then you went through this healing, took a step back, focused on yourself, knowing that you need to heal. Meanwhile, the masculine isn't coming forward. It wasn't coming forward. What's going on? Hang on a minute. Sorry about that. It was my watch. Okay. No, not these cards. Next, these cards. So you needed to heal yourself some more. An internal process that you're in. Some more healing and working through your feelings. So as you were stepping into your heart, you're feeling that stuff, and then working through those feelings and kind of healing yourself some more because of those feelings that are coming up. So the feelings that this person triggers in you, and you trying to remain open for this person to come in, it's the projection thing. It's like stuff from your past. It's funny because this is like the past energy that I'm asking about, but it's not telling me even further past than that about the stuff that's led you to this point where you kind of question yourself. but it's saying that like this has been ongoing, this story, and whatever it's bringing up for you is from further past back then. So feelings of unworthiness, of I don't know what it is, having to work through whatever's coming up now, of being in this holding pattern kind of thing, this waiting. So all those cycles that you've been through, all those feelings that have been coming up as you've been waiting, that is the process for you. It's the process that you've been in here to work through those feelings and to heal yourself more. Tell us more. Codependency, right? So you've had a codependent past and you've been breaking free of those chains of codependency. And codependency, remember how I said about you've got this propensity of putting someone on a pedestal. That's codependency, right? Where we will be very generous with another person and not so generous with ourselves, or not expecting that same good stuff back for ourselves. So you've been breaking free of that. So it's the codependency stuff from the past that's been coming up for you. And freedom, breaking free from that. So little by little, through working through these feelings that this divine masculine has been bringing up for you, you've been in this internal process of releasing those things. Perhaps you're still in that as well. But no, this is the past. This is what you were releasing. So I feel like you've actually worked through that now. Okay, what else? This. We have grace and loneliness. So, but there you are, still alone, right? So they're in the past, still alone. Can't believe it. This masculine hasn't come in towards you. But you're in the flow. So you're getting other signs, this grace card, that you're in the flow. Could have been very confusing in the past. It's like, why isn't this happening? Why isn't this happening? Well, I'm telling you why it's not happening, because you had to go through this emotional process of letting go of stuff from the past. So feeling lonely, but you're actually in the flow of things. The universe is right there with you, saying you're not doing anything wrong here. This is the process that you're going through. Make sense? What else? For the past, for flowers. Spiritual connection. You have a spiritual connection with this person. It's like they've come into your life to trigger these things in you so that you can heal and appreciate this moment. So, and not enjoy, but appreciate that this is a necessary part. This healing is a necessary part of your path to coming together with this person. Okay, so what about the present? So what's going on in the present? Are you still waiting? Let's see. What's going on in the present? You've got Justice card here. You've got Justice coming. Some kind of a balance there, coming into balance. What else? Now, it hasn't told us what your person was going through here. And the Hermit, so you're still by yourself with the Hermit card, right? So tell us what's going on now. The energy has shifted though. I kept on being told like, no, that's in the past. I kept on thinking like, but this is the same energy. You've just got this same energy in the present. I'm like, no, that was the past energy. So you've worked through this codependency thing and this feelings thing that you're working through, but you're still alone. So there's part of it that's still the same, but part of it that isn't still the same in the present. Justice. Tell us why Justice card is here. It's the second time we've got Justice out. Tell us why Justice is out in the present for flowers. Seven of Materials again. The Seven of Pentacles. You're getting the same cards. Oh, 10 of Emotions. That's different. Happily Ever After. Remember what I said about the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Materials here. Waiting, yes, but you've planted those seeds, right? And for your happily ever after, your Justice is coming in, right? So that's more confirmation that this is your person, this is your happily ever after person, and you have planted those seeds. You're still waiting. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not very satisfying when you're in it, yeah, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. What's behind this is integration, right? So you were releasing things and setting yourself free from old patterns. You're going through that on an internal process, but it was your person bringing up those feelings for you that was instigating that. Now your weight is kind of because you're integrating things. What does integration mean? Well, we learn some lessons within ourselves, and then the integration part of it is when we put it into practice in our daily lives. So we start making different decisions for ourselves, taking different actions. So you might at the moment be taking different actions in your life. Doesn't necessarily have to do with this relationship. It could be it could be self-love kind of things. It could be changes like, I am no longer going to do that thing. I am not drinking anymore. I'm not going to spend my time on these things anymore. You're just like making positive decisions and putting into practice the stuff. Oh, I know. With the codependency, if you're integrating codependency, it'll be things like, I'm no longer going to give to that person that was kind of taken care of. I am no longer going to try and people please. It could be that too. So it's actually integrating it now. Now you're actually doing the things to integrate that. You're learning the internal process that was going on in the past. Tell us why the Hermit card is here, but you're still alone. You're doing it alone still. Queen of Inspiration, taking that action alone, getting determined about it. So you're improving your life, making different decisions. You're still on the path to this happily ever after, is what this is saying. It's just a longer process than perhaps you anticipated or wanted it to be. Tell us more. What's behind this? Grounding and healing. You're grounding that healing. It's two cards to say integration. You're grounding that healing. You're integrating it. Yeah. You've done the internal healing, and now you're putting it into practice, integrating it into your life, grounding it into reality, making new decisions, taking different actions, that kind of thing. So think about this. What did you learn? Look back. What did you learn, and what different decisions can you make right now based on what you've learned to actually apply that? You're not waiting for this relationship to come around to apply it in there. You will apply it in there when the timing is right to do that. You need to apply it in every other relationship in your life, family relationships, work relationships, friendships, all of that. You need to practice that first before this relationship comes in. The universe is not going to let you mess this relationship up. This is your happily ever after. So it's held back from you until you've kind of proved yourself that you can apply what you've learned in every other aspect of your life. So it could be that you need to sort out like a family relationship first, cut someone out that's perhaps being toxic. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So again, this is kind of another card of like being alone and trying to figure things out. What changes do you want to make in your life? And you could also envision yourself in this relationship with this person. I'm sure you're doing that a lot. And look at the details around that life that you imagine with them. And then, are you already living that life kind of alone, or are there changes that you can make now to be aligned with that life? You've got friendship here, still in the friendship zone with this person, but you can nurture that. You can nurture these bonds of friendship with them at the moment. Or whatever, I don't know what they've got going on, because this is all about you. Perhaps they've got similar things going on as well. What else? Unleash your kindest self. So this is about you being kind to yourself. Now, this could be what you need to put into practice. Codependency is about when you put other people first and you overgive and you make it about them. You try and fix them. You try and rescue them. Self-love and being kind to yourself, you do it for you. Those same energies that you were trying to do for other people, you do it for yourself this time. And that's when, if you're making really good decisions for yourself like that and really taking good care of yourself, making decisions based on that, that's when you're integrating those lessons in. So unleash your kindest self on yourself. Be as kind as you can to yourself, taking really good care of yourself, no longer neglecting yourself, that kind of thing. Okay, tell us more. What's going on? 4 flowers at the moment. Very much in a self-love phase right now. I'm putting it into practice. Maturity. There's like The Seven of Materials is a very mature kind of a card. It's that I planted the seeds, it is going to happen, and I can take that long, slow approach to it with that mature perspective, getting ready for it. You know, immaturity is diving into relationships, needing it now, that kind of thing. A mature approach is more considered, like it's not the only thing in your life. There's differences. Now we're bringing your person into it. There's differences, but not really. Look, this card says differences. It's like, well, looking at them both, they're actually both matches. They've burned down pretty much the same, both leaning in different directions perhaps, but really not that big a difference at all, really. So there could be appearing to be differences on the surface, but no, not really very different at all, which tells me that your person might be going through something so similar to what you're going through at the moment. But there's a need for you to walk your own paths at the moment. You need to do it for yourselves, by yourselves first, before you can come into union. What else? That one, not these. That's irresistibility. Can't resist each other. So there's that very strong pull to each other. And deception. Bit of self-deception going on here. I think, see how he's got like a chain behind his back there? You could be deceiving yourself that someone is available when they're not. Could be what's going on with your person here is that they're making themselves available now, or they're not available at the moment. What I'm getting from this is perhaps you're not as available as you think you are at the moment either. You've got a slow path to this for good reason. The universe is slowing you down for good reason. There's things for you both to work through first, by yourselves. They could be setting themselves free from something, but they could be going through something so similar to you, and that's what I'm getting, is you're both going through something really similar at the moment. Appears like you're different. Like it could appear like you're single and they're taken or whatever, but really it feels like neither of you are available for a healthy relationship at the moment, because you're not just completely ready yet because of this stuff, this integrational stuff. Let's find out more about your present moment. Consider your foundations. So you're both setting those foundations in place so that you can have a healthy relationship. And relationship patterns. Freeing yourself from old relationship patterns so that you don't mess things up in the same way. It takes strength to recognize the need for change, it says here. And there is this need for change, that integrating the lessons that you've learned, it needs to be put into practice by yourselves first. Getting that really strongly. So what's coming in the future? Let's find out in that deeper dive. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive. For the future part, I'll just do the same thing again. I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on your device that you can open PDFs on. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment, and click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell as well to hear more from me. Good luck with all of this if this is where you're leaving me, and if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, and this one's for you. Shells, let's find out about your past, your present, and your future of your love life. Now, the past part could be a long time ago. It's not necessarily the past of your current connection or your recent past even. It could be something long ago that has some bearing on what you're going through in your love life at the moment. The present part of it isn't just about what you're going through or what you're not going through at the moment. It's the deeper stuff behind that. And then if you find that that past and the present is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get the future part of it. To find out what's coming in for you. That's going to be in a deeper dive in an extended reading. I'll be popping a link for it up there toward the end of the reading. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get into it. What is this reading all about? I'll get some general cards out first, about what's going on in your love life at the moment, what this reading is all about. For shells, you have immortality. Something that will not go away, something that will not die. Perhaps your feelings for someone are still as strong as it was the moment you met them. Immortality. Tell us more. What's this reading all about? For shells. Passion. Oh yeah, the passion, it just won't go away. Your feelings for someone just won't go away. You could have had feelings for someone for a very long time. You know how with certain relationships, it may be the passion lasts for a couple of years or something. Sometimes no, it just never goes. Strong relationship we're talking about here. And recharge. Could be in a timeout at the moment, are you? Away from each other to recharge. Or away from each other to feel that, whether it's still the same. You could be coming back together going, yep, I'm still feeling this, it's not going away. Strong feelings about someone. Okay, so some point in the past that's important. 4 shells in what's going on in the love life right now. The 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. It is the point where you're almost ready to move forward, where you healed yourself and you feel like you're ready for a relationship. That's what it feels like to me. So you've done a considerable amount of healing work on yourself and you felt like ready to move forward. Still a little bit defensive maybe, but ready to move forward. 10 comes after the 9, right? Too many. What else in the past? So we could be talking about a point where you've done a considerable amount of healing on yourself. Oh, you got the Lovers. Lovers and Magician and 9 of Pentacles. So you manifested a lover into your life at this point where you felt ready because you've been doing all this healing work. So probably at that point thought, well, this is it. I've manifested it. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, a win for you. You manifested this lover. You're like, this is it. This must be it. I've done all that healing. Surely this is when my person comes in. 9 of Wands. Tell us about all of this healing and being ready, or feeling like you were ready. Getting a lot of cards out. Ace of Inspiration, because your passion was ignited with the King of Wands. Very passionate. You thought you were going to get married to them. Wow. Wow. You thought you were going to get married to them. You didn't. Hopefully you didn't. Perhaps you did. But very fiery energy. Lot of lust. So you've done your healing work. A considerable amount of healing work. You felt ready. It felt like divine timing. It's like, well, I've healed myself now. I'm ready for my person to come in. Someone comes in. All passion. All this feeling for them. So much fire there. You're like, this must be the one. It must be the one. Is this the person who you got feelings for that just won't go away? So that's what's behind this. 9 of Wands. 4 of Inspiration. You were wanting to get into a commitment with this person. Past, present, and future. Yeah, I think it's this person. I think it's the immortality. I think it's the person that these feelings just don't go away for. You manifested them. They came in after you'd done your healing. Okay. And so you felt like, yeah, this is the one. And I'm ready for it. Queen of Emotions. Let it in. Like being open and ready for it. Heart open. So you're ready. Then what? What's behind this? Letting go. Had to let it go. You kind of manifested something, but not in entirety. You had to let it go. See how these 2 birds are on different branches here, both at different levels of the game. I feel like you manifested the person for you, but neither of you were quite ready yet. You thought you were ready because of all the healing work that you'd done, but you weren't quite ready yet. You could have instigated in your lover, who you had all this passion with or all this passion for. You might have consummated it, maybe not. You were ready to go all in. Perhaps your person wasn't ready. Perhaps you instigated it in them to get ready for this. Perhaps they needed that passion igniting in them for them to get ready for this relationship. Tell us more for the past. Oh, romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Could have something to do with Cupid, with Valentine's Day. But there's a lot of passion there. Setting each other on fire. Wow. Yes. This is a extremely strong feeling connection here. So much fire, so much passion, so much acknowledgement here with the Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles and the Magician. It's like, yeah, this has got to be my person. How could I feel like this and these feelings don't go away? Past, present and future, it just never changes. How can that be if they're not my person? What else in the past? So you set each other on fire, hopefully not literally. What else in the past? So I think for once in these past, present and future readings, we are actually talking about the past of your connection. Cool your emotions. Wow, you had to douse yourselves down. The passion for each other is incredible in this connection. It won't go away. It just won't die down. It's always there. Like honeymoon phase, constantly feeling that. Past, present and future. What else in the past? Yeah, but that cool your emotions, it feels like there was a need to have to cool yourselves down, like a not go for it, not go for this. For whatever reason, perhaps someone's not available. Chemistry. It's like, could you have any more like fire on the table and passion on the table? Chemistry, you've got a strong magnetic pull to each other here, and it's like, wow. Yeah, wow. What else? Memories. A lot of memories together as well. You could have known this person for a long time. Again, with that immortality, it's like this just doesn't go away. You know, you come back into each other's lives and it's like, nope, still feel the same. Like this passion isn't going at all. But someone's got a fear of commitment here. I was wondering why this hasn't happened then. Why this didn't happen in the past. Someone had a fear of commitment. Someone holding on to them. Fear of letting go of a commitment, perhaps. Is someone else in a commitment? Were they in a commitment, or were you in a commitment? Were you afraid of leaving that commitment? Were they afraid of leaving that commitment? Someone could have been hanging on to them here. Or them hanging on to someone else, fearful to let go of something. Tell us more. Love is all around you and be authentic. Someone wasn't being themselves. Someone wasn't being themselves and being true to themselves. Someone's in another relationship here and not being authentic. This passion and this heart energy here, that is authentic for sure. There's no hiding from that. So, someone is being shaken out of an inauthenticity. Someone was being shaken out of an inauthenticity that they were living in their life because of a relationship, afraid to leave, someone clinging on to them, perhaps codependency kind of thing. Love is all around you. Perhaps you were there all the time, perhaps working together or something like that, seeing each other constantly, couldn't get away from you, couldn't get away from those feelings, no matter how hard they tried. Perhaps for you, like if they were taken, you were like, I can't have them. What the hell? Why am I feeling these things for them? Why is it so strong? This could be very frustrating in the past. Okay, so that's your past energy with this person. What's going on right now with you guys? Whew. That's hot. What's going on right now? Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Is that your wish fulfillment? What else? Getting your wishes fulfilled now? Hope so, but you wouldn't be watching tarot. If you were, you'd be too busy. Eight of Cups. Someone needs to walk away from something, or someone's in the process of walking away from something. Okay, so Nine of Cups. That did a somersault, went back in. Nine of Cups. Why have we got the Nine of Cups here? Ooh, the Empress. The Empress knows what she wants. There's the divine feminine energy. She knows what her wishes are. Just like, I know I deserve it. She's just there, receptive and waiting. I think you're pretty certain that this is your person. In part because these feelings just don't go away. So it's going to be a pretty incredible relationship if that fire remains. Honoring your energy. So you're honoring your energy, divine feminine. You know that this is your wish fulfillment, and so you just kind of sat waiting for it. Meanwhile, someone's walking away from something here. Perhaps this. Ten of Materials, yeah. Some kind of an investment that they had. Yeah, something that they built with someone else. Let's just get another one out, just to confirm that. What are they walking away from? It could be to have the happily ever after with you. So, Three of Inspiration. They're kind of waiting for something to come about so that they can walk away. The Three of Inspiration is there's an end in sight. You can see like the boat coming in, but having to wait for that to happen. For the happily ever after. So, yeah, I feel like your person is walking away from a whatever this is, that commitment is, so that they can have this new start with you. It feels to me like they want the Ten of Materials with you, but they've had it with someone else before. They're walking away from that. What's behind that? Transformation. Going through a big transformation at the moment. Death and rebirth kind of thing. Okay. So that's going on. That could be going on behind the scenes at the moment. Like, you might not be seeing that on the surface. Let's find out. But that's what the cards are saying. What else in the present for... We've got another one coming out. For shells. I just feel like there's another one that should come out. Wow. Wow. No wonder you feel so strong. You've got twin flames here and sacred union. It's truly sacred, this connection. That fire that you feel, it isn't going to go away. You might be telling yourself, well, maybe it's just because we haven't been together yet, and perhaps once we're together, it will dwindle. This is not going to go away. This is your twin flame. This is a sacred union. Wow. And perhaps with this immortality thing, perhaps you're both realizing that this now, that, yeah, this isn't changing, this is the one. You know, because if it's just a crush, you might have these strong feelings, right? But then it dwindles, doesn't it? You get distracted by other things. This feels like twin flames. You don't get distracted by anything else. You can't be distracted by anyone else. You can't. Once you've met them, it's like no one else will do. Attend to the details. Someone's attending to the details at the moment so that you can be together. Now, you could be doing that too. But I'm feeling like this is your person here walking away from something. Attending to those details. You could also be attending to details in your life as well to be ready. It's on here. Okay, what else? What else? Patience. You're in the waiting game at the moment. I always have to laugh when the patience cards come out because I know how frustrating it is. It's one of those frustrated laughs that I do whenever we see patience there. So you're having to wait at the moment. Yes. They're having to wait at the moment too. That Three of Inspiration. And trust. You're having to have patience with this and just trust. This is your person. So it feels to me like you'll be getting signs, more and more signs. The feelings aren't going, and there's other signs too to show you that this is your person. Remember, Cupid's involved in this. Sensuality. I mean, can you get any more fire on the table, really? All of this. Chemistry. Ace of Wands. King of Wands. Four of Inspiration. Yeah. This is the person you're going to end up with. This is your happily ever after person for sure. Lovers. Manifesting things together, all kinds of things. The Lost. I did ask, didn't I? Could you get any more passion on the table? Well, yes, you can. You can get the Lost card. And jealousy. And so you both want each other. You both want each other so much. And yeah, There could be jealousy coming up here between you, like afraid that your person could be afraid that seeing you in this Empress energy and just ready, and like glow up kind of thing, just ready for this. You'll be very attractive to other people as well, and could be really worried about that. Be supportive. Right, so if your person's going through something at the moment and walking away, you might want to be supportive toward them. I know you're like in this energy of waiting, but your love is going to make the difference to them. So I think this reading is more like an acknowledgement that these energies are there so that you can keep on offering that love to them. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. So the person's going through insecure times at the moment. It's not easy to walk away from something like that and transform, right? And it feels to me like this is asking you to offer some love to them. Now that can be an energetic thing. It doesn't have to be you going to them saying, how can I help you, or anything like that. How can I love you? It can just be an energetic thing. But yeah, they're really going through a lot at the moment. Transformation. Okay, so that's your present. Now, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story. What's coming up in the future? Let's find out. You might want to get that. I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that shell on a device where you can open PDFs. In PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it should do. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment, and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell down there as well. Good luck with all of this if this is where you're leaving me, and if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly.